Hey, this is Alan with GameLark Remixes, and I'm here with the top picks for February 2016. As you probably noticed, this video was a little bit delayed. There was MagFest, obviously, and I've got a couple videos from that up if you haven't seen them already. One was a panel for YouTube cover artists, and the other was an interview with DJ Cutman. So go check those out if you haven't already. And also, I got pneumonia, so that kind of delayed me a little bit on releasing this video. And for all the new subscribers, for any of you that don't know, Top Picks is a series where I pick my favorite artist and a favorite song from a given month. And for this month, I'm also picking a top album. So the top song from this month was by a group that I've long admired, Mariachi Entertainment System. And this is one of those groups where, the first cover I heard from them, which was actually their first cover, I knew that there was something special about this group. And they take video game songs, and as their name would imply, they make mariachi covers of it. And there's just something so fresh and unique and refreshing about their takes on songs, on video game songs, including this one, which was Metroid. As always, their videos start out with Tequila Shots, which is a great way to start. And there's about three main parts to this cover. There's the familiar part of the song, which is just nice to hear with mariachi instruments. And then with the second part, they switch it up a little bit, and I think my favorite part of the whole song comes in this second part, which is where they build up to this really great chorus, and they also introduce a flute at this point. And for part three, it's just excellent work with strings and the flute, and it wraps it up nicely. It's a pretty short song, only 2 minutes, 20 seconds, something like that. But I was really impressed with how Mariachi Entertainment System was able to take a song that's so familiar and has been heard so many times and yet find a way to make it new and fresh. And that's pretty much what they do. If you haven't subscribed to them and you're just hearing about them, you should be subscribed to them after this video. And speaking of artists who impressed me with their first covers, the top artist of the month was Ryan Lafferty. And he's actually somebody that I met at MagFest. He's friends with several people in the VGM community. He's Canadian. That has nothing to do with anything, but I just thought I'd throw it in there. Yeah, and his first video is actually from January of this year. And apparently he just started making covers. Some people might have pressured him to start making them. Doesn't matter. He's great. He's a multi-instrumentalist, which means he plays the guitar, he plays the French horn, he plays the melodica, he plays the xylophone, he plays the keyboard, and he even has a watermelon ukulele. And he's performing these covers and arrangements with the skill of somebody who's been doing it for years. And I'm sure he's been practicing playing music for many, many years, but it's just so phenomenal to see somebody come right out of the gates putting out high-quality covers as their first video. It's kind of impressive. So I would recommend watching either the Undertale dating medley or the Secret of Mana video, which is his first video, if you want to start somewhere for his channel. Finally, for the top album of the month, I'm going to have to go with Grillby's, Live at Grillby's by Insane in the Rain Music. And obviously this was a tough month to choose because we also had Successor coming out, and that is a great album in its own right. And actually, Nibble just released from the same group, Materia Collective. And Successor is just as good, if not better, than Materia, which was the album before that. And for those of you that don't know, Successor and Materia was a Final Fantasy VII tribute album. Successor is a Final Fantasy VIII tribute album. And it's done by this group called Materia Collective, which is run by Sebastian Wolf, who co-founded Louder, which is the platform that GameLark Records uses and many, many other video game cover artists use. But back to Live at Grillby's. Insane in the Rain Music he's a pretty big fixture at this point within the video game music community, even if he doesn't want to admit it. And I don't even really know how to review or explain why this album is as good as it is. He has been putting out high-quality music for many years now, and this album, I think, is really just the best work he has to date. It's complete. It has just the best arrangements that he's done yet, and it's really well mastered. I mean, I guess the best way to put it is it's as good as Determination. The album that came out, the first fully licensed, or not licensed, but officially sanctioned album by Toby Fox. And that was Rashadi B and Ace Waters. And this album actually was officially sanctioned, licensed by Toby Fox as well. So that goes to show you the type of quality that you're going to hear with this album. I absolutely go recommend listening to it. It's on Bandcamp, and I believe that there's an album stream on YouTube now. But either way, do yourself a favor, go listen to this album. Even if you're not the biggest fan of Undertale's music, you cannot deny Insanely Rain Music has skill when it comes to composing and arranging. And finally, I just wanted to mention a little bit of news about Pixel Mixers. There's going to be a Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross album, and the deadline for that is April 15th. And you can go to Video Game Covers or VG Covers subreddit for more information on that. And I guess finally, just wrapping things up, GameLark Challenge ends at the end of this month. So if you have any friends that you've talked to about, making their very first cover, or you are interested in making your very first cover, this would be the time to do it because you only have a little bit over a week left. And good luck. And finally, to wrap things up, we have this month's playlist, which is around 60 songs, something like that. And it's a good month, as always. So enjoy those songs. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I forgot anything. And thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you next time.